What's up, everybody? So hope you are having a great holidays. Hope you liked the New York City video. That was a blast with the sister. It is now Friday the 27th, I think, and I am going to meet Evan, who is in most of my New York City videos, and we are headed to DC for the day, and then tomorrow I'm actually headed back to Orlando. So hope you guys are enjoying the holidays. Hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. All right, we're finished up at Starbucks. We got Evan here.
What's up?
We are headed to DC, which is actually like one of the last videos that Evan and I are together, and we went to DC. We're gonna head to another coffee shop now, probably get some food, walk around the city a bit, maybe head to the Air and Space Museum because they renovated it, according to Evan.
Yes, they did.
So here we go.
Very good. All right, here's the plan. We're going to Olympia Cafe, which is still in Maryland. Then at Olympia Cafe, we're gonna refuel, more coffee, as he said. Then we'll drive downtown somewhere and park. Go to the Air and Space Museum. Probably get more food. Then we're gonna go to the western side of DC and check out some architecture. Potentially go to another museum. So stay tuned.
All right.
Can I order breakfast? Can I get a cafe milk?
Oh, there we go. That's better. All right, so the Olympia Cafe here in Chevy Chase. I'm gonna give it a solid 6 out of 10. Probably because I was just in New York. The bagels there are a lot better. So, but it was solid for a local place. Evan, thoughts?
10 out of 10 every time.
10 out of 10 every time. Wow. All right, so now we're actually headed down into DC.
That is the different, I like differentiation, I guess. I don't know if that's what you're saying, but that's how I see it. It's like everything is becoming commodified, you know what I mean? Meaning that they're interchangeable.
That's what I like about Florida. It's a very red state of Kuwait, or Kauai. So one of those.
Yeah. And so here, this house here on the corner is on the market for $15 million.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so this house is on the market for $15 million, according to Evan.
According to
Sotheby's International Realty. If you're interested in buying, let me know.
Structuring of, like, you know, the kind of Madonna. But it's very specific. They just redid this whole building. I think they did a beautiful job. I would love to live right here. In this little corner, I would love to live in all of these buildings. The rent is not that much because
all right, so we've made our way into DC, so now we're trying to figure out a place to go ahead, park, walk around. What are we in a neighborhood? Like, where are we at?
we're in DuPont Circle.
We're in DuPont Circle. So we're gonna walk around. Oh, you can see the Washington Monument way down there.
All right.
Let's zoom in a little bit there.
It's behind the building.
It's behind the building now. Darn. But maybe the Air and Space Museum. Walk around, do some local eats. Yeah. Anything else we gotta do today?
Relax.
All right, so we're trying to find a place to park. But one of the things that Evan pointed out about DC that's pretty unique, and I like this about the Northeast in general.
We're not in the North.
We're kind of in the North. We're in the Mid-Atlantic right now, but Mid-Atlantic and up is the amount of like history that's still here. So one of the neat things about DC is even with all of the new buildings, they still keep the like older part of the buildings present. So I'll try to find some buildings that have like the piece built in the 18 or 1900s and then pieces that were built like 10 years ago. All right, what's up, everybody? We finally got out of the car. We're on 13th Street or 12th Street. Nope, 13th, there's a sign. We have about 2 hours. That's the maximum that was allowed in that specific spot. So we'll see what we have time to do. But here's the intersection we're at.
Yeah, that's what we get for living in our city area.
Yeah, so not a bunch of, I mean, public transportation is not terrible in DC.
If you live here.
Yeah, if you live here. So we don't really know what we're gonna do yet, so join us on this unplanned, spontaneous adventure. National Trade Center. So behind us Not sure if you can see, but apparently there's an hour-long wait to get into the Museum of Natural History. So we're gonna be screwed if the wait is the same for the Air and Space Museum. Look at the size of this bird nest. Oh, there's the bird. And this is the National Mall.
Too spoiled.
Right. So on one end you have the Capitol, the other end is the National Monument, all the Smithsonian's in between.
The Washington Monument, not the National Monument.
Did I say the National Monument?
Yeah,
oh. That's called I think it's the Smithsonian Castle is actually what they call it.
I think that is correct, yeah.
So if you notice any difference in the audio quality of this video compared to the New York City video, I'm actually having the Rode mic on top of the camera for this video. In New York City, I was just using the mic on the actual camera, which is why there's a lot of background noise, some wind noise. So hopefully there's actually a difference in this one. So we are right here.
We're headed right there.
So you have all the museums, Capitol, the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, the White House is up there. There we go. All right, so good news is they're open during construction. Bad news is that's the line. So we don't know if we have enough time.
Or willpower.
Or will to wait in the line. Oh man, really?
Time to get some food if you're serious.
Okay, so new plans. We're gonna head to
the modern wing of the National Gallery.
And then after the modern wing, we are thinking about maybe doing Chinatown to grab some food. So that's the main wing. Modern wing's over there. Quick walk. And we've made our way in. Got some Christmas trees. Heading to the modern wing. This is the National Museum of Art?
The National Gallery.
National Gallery, okay. The National Gallery of Art. Now I'll go look up some information about this and record a voiceover. So the National Gallery of Art was actually conceived and given to the people of the U.S. by Andrew Mellon. So he offered up his personal collection as well as an endowment to construct a building for the actual museum. So in 1936, he wrote to President Franklin Roosevelt with that offering, and with the president's support and Congress accepting the gift, they established the Gallery of Art in March 1937, and construction began for about a year, and this is all coming directly from their site.
They underplay the pyramid. So
Yeah. So if you know of the pyramid in front of the Louvre in Paris, the same architect also put pyramids right there in D.C. Here, Evan and I are in the east wing of the National Gallery. So this was actually recently completed and was an additional 12,250 square feet of exhibition space. So the number of works that are on view on this side of the gallery range from about 350 to 500 at any one time. Here's a cool Disney painting that I thought was neat. And this was actually made possible, again, through Andrew Mellon's family. 2016 was the 75th anniversary, so now that it is 2020, that would make it 79 years. Finished up at the museum and off to get food. So This building here is the museum. It actually closes on Tuesday, so this is like the last weekend it's open. It's like 20 bucks to go in, and when you have a bunch of free museums right here. So here's the museum, closing Tuesday, which would be the 31st, I think. We've reached our destination.
A good home is happiness.
Oh, okay. All right, how would you rate the meal?
Pretty good.
It was pretty solid. Good first experience.
All right, I have no clue what happened to my mic here. It cut out for some reason, but all I was saying was thanks for following along this trip to DC, and the next video will be up soon.